For decades, Voyager 1 has silently sailed into the cosmos, venturing farther from Earth than any human-made object ever. Having crossed the heliopause, the boundary where the sun's influence wanes, Voyager 1 entered the vast, mysterious realm of interstellar space. It was expected to drift forever, lost in the dark emptiness, carrying with it a golden record, a message to any life that might someday find it. But what if Voyager 1 wasn't alone out there? What if something, or someone, was watching, waiting, and now intervening? The story began as expected. Voyager 1 continued its quiet journey across the interstellar void. NASA's Deep Space Network, the system designed to communicate with faraway spacecraft, regularly received weak signals from the probe. But something changed. Strange data began to flood in, data that did not match any transmissions Voyager 1 had sent before. These signals suggested something was subtly altering Voyager 1's path. NASA engineers scrambled to diagnose the problem. Could there have been a malfunction? Was the spacecraft's decades-old technology finally starting to fail? But after extensive checks, everything seemed normal. No systems were broken. So if Voyager 1 wasn't malfunctioning, then what could be pulling it off course? Voyager 1 was now far beyond the reach of the sun's gravitational influence, deep in the cold expanse of space where no celestial body should be exerting a force strong enough to alter its trajectory. No planets, no stars, no known objects nearby that could have caused this. Yet, the spacecraft's trajectory had shifted. Could Voyager 1 have encountered a rogue planet, one drifting aimlessly through the emptiness of space, without a star to guide it? Or perhaps a dark matter object, something that eludes our current understanding of physics, was lurking nearby? Could it be a primordial black hole, one of those ancient remnants from the earliest days of the universe? Or, more terrifying still, had Voyager 1 found something more profound, a force that defies explanation? NASA engineers weren't the only ones puzzled. As scientists carefully analyzed the signals sent back from the spacecraft, they noticed something incredible buried within the usual noise of interstellar space, a pattern. It wasn't just static or random interference, it was a repeating sequence. A code, almost like a language, embedded in the radio waves. In the universe, we are used to receiving signals from cosmic phenomena, radiation from pulsars, bursts from quasars, but these signals are typically chaotic, random, and scattered. This, however, was different. These signals were structured. They followed a rhythm. A pattern that resembled something deliberately constructed. Something sent. Could it be a natural phenomenon that we have yet to understand, a previously undetected cosmic event? Or was this something far more extraordinary, something intelligent? If these signals were deliberate, who or what was sending them? The mystery deepened when Voyager 1's instruments picked up an enormous, invisible object near the spacecraft. At first, this seemed impossible. The spacecraft had already passed the region where any known celestial body could exert an influence. There shouldn't have been anything close enough to pull on Voyager's trajectory. Yet, the data was undeniable. An unseen object, something massive, was lurking nearby, and its gravitational force was influencing Voyager. But here's the catch, this object wasn't emitting any light. It was completely invisible to traditional detection methods. How could something so massive be undetectable? Scientists were left grappling with a staggering realization. Was it a rogue planet? A dark matter anomaly, something that conventional science cannot yet fully comprehend? Or, was it something even stranger, a phenomenon beyond the reach of current physics? But what if this was no accident? What if Voyager 1 wasn't just detecting an object, it was responding to something? The spacecraft's instruments seemed to react to the presence of this hidden force, as if it could feel something nearby that we cannot detect. As if this weren't enough to fuel the speculation, a chilling theory began to emerge. What if Voyager 1 wasn't merely encountering an object, but was being deliberately interfered with by something, or someone, in the void? The strange, repeating signals, the gravitational disturbances, the subtle shifts in trajectory, all pointed to the possibility that Voyager 1 had entered a region of space where something else was present. Something capable of interacting with the probe. And what if this presence was intelligent? Had Voyager 1 unwittingly stumbled upon the territory of an advanced civilization, or perhaps the remnants of one? Could this be a security system? A silent, automated observer, watching the probe as it passed through its domain? Or was it something far darker, an entity that had been waiting for this moment for millions of years? As NASA scientists scrambled to analyze the data, an even more unsettling thought crossed their minds. Voyager 1 carries the golden record, a message to any intelligent life that may one day encounter it. The record contains images, sounds and mathematical formulas, a direct invitation for communication with humanity. Had that message been received? Had Voyager 1 unwittingly signaled its presence to an intelligence far beyond our own? And if so, would the response be one of peace, or something far more ominous? Then came the most extraordinary transmission yet, a data burst that lasted exactly 4 minutes and 33 seconds. At first, it appeared to be routine telemetry. But when scientists examined it more closely, they discovered that this transmission contained anomalies, signals that were not part of Voyager 1's programming. Something had altered the signal, something that was not within the spacecraft's operating systems. And then, as quickly as it had arrived, the transmission stopped. For the first time in decades, Voyager 1 went silent. It had fallen completely quiet for several minutes, until, as if nothing had happened, it resumed its mission, continuing on its journey. But that 4-minute gap remained unexplained. Could this be the work of an outside influence? Had something or someone temporarily taken control of the spacecraft, perhaps overriding its systems to send a message or redirect its path? What if Voyager 1 had received instructions from a source beyond human knowledge, altering its course without our understanding? As NASA tried to make sense of this strange event, a more terrifying possibility began to take shape. What if something was following Voyager 1? Space is vast and empty, yet new data suggested that a secondary gravitational disturbance was now trailing behind the spacecraft. Something that hadn't been there before. Was it just a coincidence, or was this the presence of something, or someone, traveling with the spacecraft? Voyager 1's path is now altered. Its course no longer matches the projected trajectory. What was once a solitary journey through the cosmos now seems to be something more, an invitation, a signal, a potential encounter. But if Voyager 1 is being followed, what does that mean for Earth? Is it possible that whatever is tracking Voyager has also detected our presence? Is this the beginning of something that was never meant to be discovered? The golden record, once a hopeful message to the stars, may now be a beacon, leading something far more advanced to our doorstep. As Voyager 1 continues its silent journey deeper into the unknown, scientists are left with one haunting question: if something is following it, will it eventually follow the probe back to its origin, to Earth? The mystery remains unsolved, but as Voyager 1 drifts further into the void, it carries with it an unsettling thought. If it is being watched, if it is being followed, then we may have just made first contact without even realizing it. And if whatever is out there is as advanced as it seems, we may no longer be in control of the situation. As Voyager 1's power fades and its transmissions grow weaker, it will eventually fall silent, lost to the stars. But what if the silence is not the end?